You can't stop feeling. And trying to is the trap. Mastering your emotions was never about not feeling them. It's about not being run by them. Here's what almost nobody tells you. An emotion is a 90-second wave of brain chemistry, roughly. That's it. Everything after that is you keep telling yourself. By the end of this, you'll know how to ride the wave instead of drowning in it. Start here. Your emotions are not what you think they are. Neuroscientist Lisa Feldman Barrett spent 2 decades scanning brains and changed the science. Her 2017 book, How Emotions Are Made, laid out the theory of constructed emotion. Your brain doesn't passively receive feelings. It builds them, in the moment, as predictions. The recipe goes like this. Your body sends up raw sensations, a pounding heart, a tight chest, a hot face. Your brain asks one question. What does this mean? It scans your memory, your context, your past, and labels the sensation. Fear, anger, excitement, same physiology, different story. This matters because of what emotion actually is. The word itself, emotion, energy in motion, evolved to move you, to act. Emotions are data, information about your needs, your environment, what matters to you right now. Not orders. A feeling is a messenger, not a master. The goal isn't to silence it. It's to read the message, then choose what to do. But there's a problem. Your brain has a switch that fires before you ever get the chance to read anything. That switch is the amygdala. 2 almond-shaped clusters deep in your brain. The threat detector. Neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux mapped its wiring in 1996. Sensory information takes 2 roads to your brain. The slow high road runs up through the cortex. Analysis, context, judgment. The fast low road skips all of that and dumps straight into the amygdala. By the time your thinking brain catches up, your body has already reacted. Your heart is already pounding. Your jaw is already clenched. The words are already out of your mouth. In 1995, psychologist Daniel Goleman gave it a name, the amygdala hijack. Under strong threat, the emotional brain effectively overrides the prefrontal cortex, the part that plans, reasons, restrains. You react. Then, seconds later, you wonder what came over you. Psychiatrist Dan Siegel added the frame in 1999. He called it the window of tolerance, a narrow zone of arousal where you can think and feel at the same time. Push above it. Hyperarousal. And the smart brain goes offline. This is why willpower fails mid-surge. The part that would choose isn't driving. So what is? Time. Just time. In 2008, Harvard brain scientist Jill Bolte Taylor published My Stroke of Insight. She'd survived a massive stroke in her left hemisphere and rebuilt her own brain from the inside. And she came back with a number, 90 seconds. When an emotion is triggered, the brain releases a chemical surge, a cocktail of stress hormones and neurotransmitters, into the bloodstream. That surge takes roughly 90 seconds to flush through your system and clear. 90 seconds. Then, the physiology is done. Read that again. The actual chemistry of the anger, the fear, the panic, it's gone in a minute and a half. So if you're still furious 5 minutes later, 5 hours later, 5 days later, the chemistry didn't keep you there. You did. You're re-stimulating the circuit with thought, replaying the insult, rehearsing the comeback, telling the story again. Each retelling refires the surge. The move isn't to fight the wave, isn't to stuff it down. It's to let it crest and pass. 90 seconds of staying present with the sensation, breathing, not acting, not narrating, and the storm dissolves on its own. But most people never make it past second 10 because they try to do the exact opposite. They suppress, clamp the jaw, smile through it, push the feeling down, pretend it isn't there. Stanford psychologist James Gross has spent 30 years measuring what suppression actually does. His finding: it doesn't reduce the felt emotion. It spikes your sympathetic nervous system, so heart rate up, blood pressure up. It impairs your memory of the event, and the emotion leaks out anyway, sideways, later, worse. Suppression is the most expensive tool in the kit, and the most popular. Gross identified a better one: reappraisal, reframing what the situation means before the feeling peaks. The driver who cut you off isn't an enemy. He's late for something. Same event, different story. The emotion drops at the source, no physiological cost. And there's a smaller, faster move. In 2007, UCLA neuroscientist Matthew Lieberman put people in an fMRI scanner and showed them angry faces, the ones who simply labeled the emotion in words. "I notice anger," showed measurably less amygdala activity. Name it to tame it. Don't bottle the feeling. Tag it. Reframe it. Now we can put the whole protocol together. 5 moves. Do them tonight. 1. Name it. Precisely. Lisa Feldman. Barrett's research on emotional granularity shows that people who distinguish frustrated from anxious from disappointed regulate better and react less. Don't say, "I feel bad." Get specific. The precision itself calms the amygdala. 2. Ride the wave. Set an internal clock. 90 seconds. Feel the sensation in your body, chest, throat, gut. Don't act. Don't send the text. Don't say the thing. Just breathe and watch the wave crest. 3. Regulate the body first. Mid-hijack, you can't think your way out. The thinking brain is offline, so go bottom up. Long, slow exhales. The exhale is what activates the vagus nerve and the parasympathetic brake. Cold water on the face. Walk. Stephen Porges' polyvagal research is clear. The body changes the brain faster than the brain changes the body. 4. Reappraise. Ask one question. What else could this mean? Force a second interpretation before the first one locks in. 5. Expand the gap. Viktor Frankl, who survived the camps, wrote it in 1946. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. That space is trainable. Feel fully, then choose. You'll never stop feeling. And you shouldn't. Mastery isn't a flat, numb life. It's feeling fully without being run by what you feel. The emotion is a wave. 90 seconds of weather. Name it. Ride it. Reframe it. Then choose your response. The gap between stimulus and response is where your whole life happens. Frankl said it. Bolte Taylor proved the timing. Lieberman scanned the brain doing it. Barrett rewrote what a feeling even is. And the gap is trainable. This is the inner edge, where the science of self-mastery becomes things you can run tonight. If this rewired how you see your own reactions, subscribe. Master yourself first. Next time, how to actually focus in a world built to fragment your attention.